Good day, everyone. My name is Stephanie. This is Butts and Guts. Butt and Guts. You're going to need a mat and sliders, 2 sliders. Now, if you don't have sliders at home and you have a slick floor like a tile or wood, you can just grab a couple of towels and just wear some socks. And if you have carpet, you can always use a couple of paper plates or something, furniture movers, anything that will slide on your carpet. All right, without further ado, let's get started. All right, so guys, come on up. All right, let's get a little warm up going. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, let's do some high knees. So we're going to pull right knee up and left knee up. Right knee up and left knee up. March it out, high knees, high knees. Friday, everybody. The excitement is in the air. People are woo in the studio. All right, guys, that's it. We got it all going now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go into a second position. Plie. Arms are going to come out to the side. Slightly bend the knees. You're going to take the palms up and down as you pulse the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stay down there. Go a little deeper. Arms are going to come up and open. Up, belly in and open. Up, tap and open. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs and squeeze the tush. That's your butt. Hence the name of the class, butt and gut. Squeeze and hold, squeeze and hold. And release. Let's do some hip circles. So you're moving your right leg across the body, lift it up high, circle it around, and then alternate. You want to try to control it best you can. When you first start, it might be like, woo, but then see if you can go a little slower, creating a little more balance. All right, you're going to start with 1 slider. So you guys might want to just fold up your mat in half or double folds in studio just to give yourself a little bit more space. You're going to need 1 slider to start. I'm going to tip down the camera, so you're going to probably lose my head a little bit, guys. All right, so you're going to point the slider forward. You're going to sweep it behind and squeeze your tushy. All right, here we go. 1, sweep it. 2, sweep. 3, sweep. 4, sweep. 5, sweep. 6, sweep. 7, sweep. 8, 9, and 1 more for 10. Change sides. Pointing the foot forward, and you're going to sweep it behind, squeeze the tushy. There's 1. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 4. Squeeze. 5. Squeeze. 6. And 7. 8. Thank you. 9. And 10. I was wondering what was so loud in here. I was like, no. All right. He had the slider upside down. You're going to put it back onto your right foot. You're going to point the foot behind you. You're going to bend the knee just a little bit. You're going to do a single leg lunge. So you're going to slide that foot back and then come back up. So very small for this first set. So 1 and 2. We're going to go deeper on the next set. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Little tester, a little teaser, a little waking up of the knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. You're gonna put the slider onto the right foot on the heel. You're going to bend your left knee. You're gonna slide the foot forward, keep the leg straight, and come up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Little bitty small pulses here, bending the knee a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. You're gonna unfold your mat just halfway. So you're gonna just have it doubled up, okay? That way we got plenty of room. You're gonna need both sliders now. You're gonna put your toes onto your sliders. Your hands are gonna come down to the mat. You're gonna extend the legs back into a plank. Okay, then you're gonna mountain climb, switching right and left, right and left. So going into a lunge, sliding the feet forward and back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. We are going to sit down onto the mat. So keep the mat doubled up. Have a seat near the edge. Okay. We're going to lean back, working the abs, and you're going to extend just like your mountain climber, right and left. Now you're pulling the knee, pulling the heel in tight, creating a nice compression there, and then switch, pull, pull, pull. Leaning back, straight spine, strong core. Work those legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can always modify by holding onto legs. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to move one slider to the side. You're going to lie onto your back. Put your butt near the edge of your mat. Lie down onto your back. And you're just going to extend your right leg on the slider, on the heel, and drag back in. Okay? So you're not lifting your hips up yet. You're just straightening the right leg and drawing it back in. You want to put your heel on the slider. Heel on the slider, sliding the foot 1. Pull it back in. Sliding 2. Pull it back in. Slide it 3. Pull it back in. Slide 4. Slide 5. Slide 6. Slide 7. Slide 8. Slide 9. And slide 10. Change it to the other side. Here we go. Slide 1. Slide 2. Slide 3. Slide 4. Slide 5. Slide 6. Slide 7. Slide 8. Slide it 9. And 10. Bring both knees into your chest. Both legs straight up into the air. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach forward, point, and flex your feet. Getting a little stretch in the back of those legs. Pointed toes, lower the legs 20 degrees and hold it here. Arms are going to come out to the side, a little low V or out to a V. You're going to take the palms up and palms down. Palms up and down. It's just a distraction to keep you from thinking about the pose itself. 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Happy baby. Bend those knees, grab a hold of the feet, stretch it wide. Really go wide with your legs. Knees are bent a lot, getting into those inner thighs. Let's try that exercise one more time. Legs go up, lift head and shoulders, lower the legs now as far as you're comfortable with. Maybe you go down to a hover. Arms come out, palms up and down, up and down, up, lower back pressing, don't let that go. 4, 3, 2, and 1, knees to chest. All right, bridges. You're just gonna move your sliders out of the way a little bit, but we are coming back to them. All right, hands by your sides. You're gonna lift your hips up, squeeze the tushy, and lower down. So this first set of bridges, we're gonna pull those heels in fairly tight. That way you've got more work in the glute and less in the hamstring. All right, here we go. Exhale, lift 1. Tap it, exhale 2. Tap and 3. Tap 4. Tap 5. Tap 6. Tap 7. Tap 8. Tap 9. And tap 10. Lower down, draw your knees in. You're gonna roll up to seated or roll onto your side. You're gonna come to hands and knees. It's nice because now your mat is doubly booked or doubled up, so in case it creates a little bit more softness if you got a thinner mat. Gonna do leg lifts. So you can stay up on your hands, but you can also come down onto the forearms as an option. You're gonna extend your right leg back behind you. You're gonna tap the toe and squeeze the glute, lift the leg. Now watch that you're not relaxing your belly, okay? Strong core like you're doing a sit up the whole time. Here we go, exhale 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Other side. Here we go. Lift it 1. Exhale 2. Breathe it 3. You can do it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Take a quick release like a child's pose. All right, you're gonna get those sliders back out. You're going to put them underneath your toes on hands and knees. All you're going to do is lift your knees up off the floor and try to hold this steady. Your feet might want to slide on you, don't let them. Hold and lower down. Nice job. Now, next up, we're going to do tuck-ins. So you're going to get to that same position, extend the legs back, and tuck them in. Okay? 10 of those. Now, if you can't quite do that, that's okay. Maybe you do mountain climbers as a modification. Okay? Here we go. And we go out, pull in 1. Breathing out as you tuck in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, we're gonna come into a side plank. So hopefully you can get most of your body on there. If you need to lengthen out your mat because you're super tall, lengthen out your mat so you can at least get your elbow and your knee down onto the mat. All right, you can start with whichever side you like. Just, seeing me helps. So turning yourself so that you can face and see what's happening is a good idea. All right, you're gonna bring your hand to your hip. We're gonna lift the hips up, squeeze the side that's closest to the mat. So it's my left side here, it might be your right side. You're gonna squeeze and tap the hips down. This is our warm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. You can flip the legs around or roll over, whatever works best for you. Onto the forearm. Stack feet, stack knees. You're gonna lift your hips up, squeeze the side that's closest to the mat, lifting as high as you can, and tap. We go 1, exhale, 2, breathe it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. You're going to come onto your belly and bring the sliders in front of you to your hands. So your hands, your sliders, hands, right? So we are going to extend. You're going to squeeze your tushy. You're going to lift up gently, pressing down into the sliders. But when you're doing that, you're trying to pull the shoulders away from the ears, creating yourself into like a little cobra or back extension, and lower back down. Here we go. Gentle press, slide up. There's 1. Breathing. 2. If you want to get more glute work, go ahead and lift your legs and keep the legs lifted as you do the exercise. If it's too much for you, you can lower those legs back down. Breathing. We have 5 more. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. On 1, we're going to hold it up. 1, we're going to bring the hands out to a T. Oh, that's hard. Hold it there. Hold it there, pressing into the mat. You've got this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Aren't you glad you came today? I'm so glad you guys came today. Exciting, huh? Child's pose. All right, fire hydrants. Coming onto hands and knees, you're going to extend the right leg, lifting it up out to the side. Try to lift the foot up as high as the knee and lower down. 10 on each. Here we go. Exhale, 1. Breathe at 2. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1. Keep the hands pressed evenly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do a down dog so you can pedal the feet, bending right knee and left knee, stretching out the glute. All right, make your way back to standing. Fold your mat up a little tighter so you got plenty of room on the floor. All right, we're gonna go back to those lunges that we started with. You should be plenty warm now. If not, you know, that's okay. All right, so you're going to need 1 slider underneath your right foot. You're going to point it behind you. This time, it's up to you and your knee. If all you do is that little bitty one, that's what I want you to do. But if you can go deeper, but here's the special note. I want you to look at your standing foot. This one right here, not the slider foot, the standing foot. Make sure it's straight forward and not turning out. We want it straight forward. You're going to track that knee right towards that foot. I'm also hinging forward quite a bit so I get it in the glute. Okay? 10 on each side. Here we go. Nice, slow, and low. 1. Leg straight in the back. And 2. And 3. You can do it. For 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You're going to switch legs. So whichever leg you were on, you're going to put the slider on the other foot. Take a breath. Make sure when you're exercising, you try not to hold your breath, okay? That will allow you to keep going and not have to need an oxygen tank, you know, between sets. Here we go. Nice and slow and low. And lift up 1. There it is. So you're breathing out as you lift up 2. Exhale 3. That's it. For 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, you're gonna need 1 slider again. You're gonna keep your mat kind of how it is, unless it's really, really a puffy mat then you might want to unfold it a little bit. But we're going to come onto our hands. You're going to put one foot on the slider and the other foot's going to go into a plank. You're going to extend the leg, both legs back. We're bending the right knee to the tricep, sliding it. I'm stacking my shoulders over the wrist. I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so I'm bending the knee, elbow, knee touch, and slide it back. Bending the knee, elbow to knee touch, coming out to the side, and extend. That's it. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Step up, stand up, take a break, come off your hands, kneel down, whatever you got to do. All right, we got the other side. We're going to take a quick breather though. All right, let's do it. Come on back down. You can also do this on your forearms if your wrists are bothering you. Okay, it's just going to make it a little more challenging. You got to have more flexibility through the hips. Here we go. Bend the knee, bring it towards the left tricep, send it back. Knee, exhale. Breathing for 3. You got 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step up. What? Hey, what's happening, my friends? Okay, so we're going to go back to a single leg squat, but this time you're going to put your right foot onto the slider, heel on it, toe is up. You're going to bend the knee, you're going to come down low. You're going to stay here and you're going to slide open and back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get 3 more. 6, 7, and 8. Shake it out. All right, here we go. Other foot, bending the knee, coming into the straight leg. You're going to push it out to the side, pull into center 1. Steady bottom leg 2. Belly in for 3. You've got it for 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. You are going to, I'm just going to move my mat a little bit. You guys can probably stay right there. You're going to step onto your right foot again. No. Which foot did we start with? We did the right foot slider first. Okay, right foot slider first. Stepping on the left foot. Unless this is how we start with the right foot slider. Okay. You're going to bring it out to the side and you're going to bend the knee. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Once again, toe straight forward, knee going forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. We're going to switch to the other side. Here we go. You're going to push it out, tracking the knee right over the toe. Toe on the standing foot is straight forward. 2, you'll feel the inner thigh work as you're dragging it in for 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, last one for 8. Okay, we're going to come back onto our mat, but let's still have it kind of doubled up. We're going to go onto our side for a side plank, but we need space on the floor for our slider. Okay. So let me demonstrate the move. You can start on whichever side you like to start on. All right. So we're going to do it modified first on the forearm and on the knee, lifting the hips. You're going to take your foot to the slider. Hand's going to go into the air. You're going to bend the knee, bringing it in front of you. This is a stretch. So you should feel a good stretch through here and then extend it back out. That's your rest. So the work is a bent knee, pull knee to chest, really tight, squeezing those abs and extend back out. That's your rest. Pulling in, keep the hips lifted. You see why we're doing modified first? Because the full version is your bottom leg is just lifted. You know, it's here, okay? Much harder. Couple more. What number are you guys on? 20? 7 and 8. We're gonna go to the other side. You're gonna try to duplicate the same number you did. So if you did 8, great. If you did 100, great. All righty, on the forearm, modified side plank on the knee, lifting up, arm up. From here, you're gonna slide, you're gonna bend the knee in, pull it in hard, get it tight. Squeeze there, that's where the work is. 1. Squeeze, even hold for a second. Squeeze. 2. Feel the abs work, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3. You've got this. 4. The higher you get that knee in, the better. 6. Are we on 6? 7. Thank goodness. And 8. Nice job. We're gonna come onto our backs again for some more glute work. You're gonna put both your sliders onto the floor. You're gonna take your bum as close to the edge of your mat as you can go. So we're gonna do bridge slide downs. Okay, so you're gonna lie down, heels onto your sliders. Bring the feet in tight, arms by your sides. You're gonna lift your hips up, squeeze the glutes. You're gonna slowly straighten the legs and lower your hips down to the floor. So sliding out, lower the hips. Woo, okay, pull them in. Lift the hips, slowly extend and lower those hips. So the stronger your hamstrings are, the longer you can keep your hips up. But if you need to start bringing your hips down early to avoid overstraining those hamstrings, do that. So hips come up, start to extend. When you feel too much strain, bring the hips down and extend. But if you can keep your bum up for most of the extension, that means you have beast-like hamstrings. One more. Nice job. Pull the knees in, pull the sliders back up, knees to chest. Pull the forehead into the knees. All right, bicycle time. You're gonna extend the right leg, bring that right tricep towards the left knee. We're gonna hold here. Make sure you got a good twist going, and then slowly switch to the other side and twist and hold. Now you don't have to do the twist, you can just do the legs, or you could keep the legs down and just do the upper body. And switch and hold. Smile. You're on camera. No, just kidding, you're not really, I am. And switch. And switch. See, a new appreciation for those that do workout videos, right? They have to do all this and smile and act like it's fun. And one more time. Last one. And happy baby. Stretching a little bit of those hamstrings out, knees are bent, nice and wide legs. You can roll a little bit from side to side if that really works for you. All right, both legs straight up into the air. Point your toes, open to a wide V. Holding here. And bring them back up. Okay, this time you're gonna open to a V, but don't let them relax. You're holding short of your full relaxed state. So pulling up and holding, make sure you're activating your inner thighs, your adducting muscles. Flex your feet, point your toes. Squeeze those thighs on that. Flex your feet, and then point your toes, squeeze your thighs. Flex your feet, point your toes, and squeeze the thigh muscles. Flex your feet, point your toes. Yes, Flex and point. Flex and point. And one more time, flex and point. Nice, draw the knees in. It's right when you're about to give up, I say last one. Windshield wipers. So your feet are gonna go wide, really wide, and roll the knees a little to the right, getting a stretch in the front thigh and hips. And then slowly switch to the other side. You want a real wide stance here so it feels more like a front thigh stretch and less of a spinal twist. Switching again. One more switch. And coming back in, heel toe your feet together. Draw your knees into your chest. All right, next up is reverse crunches. So you're gonna put your hands down onto the mat. You're gonna press firmly into the mat with your arms. You're gonna lift your hips up with control and lower them back down. Lifting the hips up and lower back down. Lifting up. You can use momentum when you're first starting with this, but as you get stronger and stronger, you'll see that we can take a lot of momentum out using just pure strength of your ab muscles and your arm muscles. Five more. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll on up. We are going to go back to that side plank move where you bend the knee into the chest. So we can do it again modified now that you've seen the modification, right? You just need one slider. You're going to come up onto your knee. We're going to bend the knee and pull it in tight. But if you're like, hey, but that was not too hard for me, go ahead and go into a, bring the slider a little higher up. Go into a full side plank and then step the foot into the slider and then start your exercise, pulling it in and extending. So then when you go to an extend, I'm not really going behind my other foot, I'm staying right in front of the other one. So pulling in and extend. If I'm modifying, I'm just gonna stay down on the knee and I'm gonna pull in and extend. The next level would be up with the hip, but still on the knee, pulling in and extend. What number are you on? Great, go to 10. When you're done with your 10, we'll switchy, switchy, other side. Okay, so you just do the same thing on the other side best you can. But what's kind of interesting about the human body is sometimes one side you can do full gusto and the next side you try to do full gusto and you go, oh my God, no way, I can't do it. Whatever the weakness might be, maybe it's the shoulder, maybe it's the abs, maybe it's the hips. All right, see what you can do. Trying for the full one, or maybe a step ahead of what you did before. Pulling that knee in really tight. Squeeze those abs at the top. Make your 10 happen. Whew. All right. When you're done with your 10, you're going to come onto your belly. We got the sliders once again. We're going to do the cobra slides. Yeah, cobra slides. All right. So you're going to extend the arms out. They can be straight up, but if you have shoulder issues, maybe they're more out at a Y shape, okay? You're going to gently press, lifting your head and shoulders, pressing down slightly into the sliders. Pull the shoulders away from your ears and lower back down. To work the glutes as well, you're going to lift your legs, squeezing the tushy. Here we go. 1, 2, keeping the neck long. 3. So I feel like I'm still always looking at the floor. 4, 5, like I'm looking kind of where like right between where my sliders are. 6, 7. On 10, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold them out to the side. Ready? Last one, we're gonna pull it up. Arms come open to the side and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh yeah, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. If you need a quick release to child's pose, but we're coming right back to the belly. We are gonna do our butt blast. Okay, so you're gonna widen your legs. You're gonna bend the knees and bring your feet to touch. You're gonna let your head rest down so your spine stays straight. And I'm gonna squeeze my tushy, lifting my knees. Okay, lifting the knees. We're gonna do that fairly fast. The hips stay down. I'm lifting the knees, not the hips. Okay, so I'm squeezing the tush. Okay, let's do 30 of these fairly quick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, wait, no, I said 30. Oh, I did. Oh my God, bad. 10 more. Here we go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. I should do what? The break, the quick break. That's the break of Stephanie thinking. Don't you see all the wheels going? Child's pose. All right, let's make our way to standing. All right, you're gonna need your sliders one more time. Or two more times. Two more times. Okay, so we did tuck-ins, right? Where you're here, you extend the feet back and you pull them in, you extend them back and pull them in. That's what you're gonna do again, unless you go, I am feeling so beast-like today, Stephanie. Give me something more. You're gonna do what's called a pike slide in, meaning the legs are gonna stay straight. I'm gonna do my best. Way up under the top of my toes. I'm looking forward. Don't look at your feet. Look forward down at the mat and lower. Okay? If you need to bend the knees a little bit, bend the knees a little bit. But the objective is to get your bum up high. See if you can make 10 happen, guys. It's your cardio blast. Nice. All righty. When you're done with those, you're gonna sit on your mat, facing front. Sliders are gonna go under your heels. So we're gonna slide the legs open and slide the legs close. Arms can be out here. If you're at home and you got a couple of weights, you can always hold the weights out to the side. The idea is that we're keeping the spine steady. So I'm not going to go and pull forward like that. We're gonna stay upright. No movement in the body. Just, you don't need that machine in there. We've got your adductor right here. 4, 3, 2. Hold them out. Lift the right foot, lift the left foot. Oh, mama. Right, left. You might want to lean back a little bit. It'll make it more accessible. You can even put the hands down, but sitting up tall is going to be your hardest. And then bring them together, lifting right and lifting left. Sitting up tall. Oh, yeah. Nice job. Ooh, let's come on to our sides for a stretch. So coming on to whichever side you'd like to start with. You're going to support your head all the way down so your spine is straight. Your knees are going to be tucked in tight. You're going to do a front thigh stretch. So you're going to grab a hold of your top leg at the ankle or the foot, ideally at the shin bone here instead of the toes, and then kicking back, front thigh stretch. And release, spinal twist. So knees stay together. You're gonna bring the back of the head down and open the arms to your level. Coming back to center, we're gonna do it one more time. Same side, grab a hold of the foot, ankle, kicking back. And release. Now this time for your spinal twist, you're gonna straighten the top leg, kick it way towards your face. If you can, grab your ankle or your foot or your toe with your bottom arm, and then spinal twist. Back of the head comes to the mat and open up. The higher your foot is towards your face, the more stretch you'll get through the outside edge of your hamstrings, a little bit into your IT band. Release your foot and come back onto your side. And let's switch to the other side, whether you roll over or press up to seated, switchy, switchy. All right, support your head all the way down so your spine is straight and draw your knees in fairly tight. That way your spine is straight as possible. Your hips are stacked. Grab a hold of your top leg, either at the leg or the toe, whatever works for you. Kicking back, front thigh stretch. And release. Make sure your knees are nice and tight, tucked in for your spinal twist. Bringing the back of the head down to the mat first and open up. Coming back onto your side, let's repeat this one more time. Front thigh stretch, grab a hold, foot, ankle, kick back. And then release, straighten the top leg, bring it up as high as you can towards your face, grab a hold of either your toe or your leg someplace. And then the back of the head comes down to the mat, opening up to your level of twist. And then release, coming back onto your side just to neutralize, and we're going to make our way to our backs. So onto your backside. We're going to move into happy baby, but we're going to extend the legs as long as you can. But the idea is that you keep your tailbone down. So if happy baby is a struggle for you to keep your tailbone down, that's where I want you to go. But keeping your tailbone down, you're going to start to straighten the legs up, kicking the heels towards the ceiling. They don't have to come straight completely. They can just get lengthened. From here, you're going to experiment by bringing the legs open wide. The wider the legs, the straighter they may become. And then bringing them back into that pike position. Once again, as you get closer together, you may want to bend the knees to take some of the strain out. Opening the legs. That inner thigh stretch, bending the knees as needed. And release. Figure 4, butt stretch, piriformis stretch, whatever you know it to be. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and open the knee. This might be where you stop and stay. Don't go any further, but if you really want to get into that right glute, you're going to pull the knees into the chest. If you really need more hamstring work, you're going to straighten the left leg and hold on to your left calf. And release, switching to the other side. Open the knee first. Decide for yourself if that's where you need to stay, and if not, draw the knees in. And release. One bridge pose. So Knees bent. You're gonna press your lower back into the mat, squeeze your tushy and roll up one vertebra at a time, lifting the hips up high. For those that enjoy a yoga bridge, you can start to release the abdomen and roll up right and roll up left, tucking the shoulders underneath so you can clasp the hands. And then once you have that engagement, breathe. Releasing the bind and slowly coming down. Draw both knees into your chest. And slowly make your way up to seated. Yeah, right. Woohoo! You completed another, Stephanie.